Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LMS Last Man Standing Stage 0. And we are in for the losers bracket matches. And which today, this will be I do believe the fourth lobby of the loser brackets. Which we will have these 8 players, well, 7 players on our screen for now. There's going to be Wopsong, Brown 918, Deku, Jim, Bewively, Miss, Pono L, and HD Enjoyer. And I do believe we have one player not on our screen. But I do believe everyone is actually here. Yeah, everyone is actually here. So we should be seeing Bewively soon. But yeah, this is the loser bracket matches, and yesterday we have Miss, Brown, Deku, and Jim dropping down to the not Miss, Brown, Deku, Wopsong, and Jim dropping down to the loser bracket. Miss, last week he had some little bit of a hand issue, and then he wasn't able to play, and then now he's also in the loser brackets with Bewively, Pono L, HD Enjoyer, and these 4 players actually managed to make it through the last round on the loser bracket, so congratulations to them. But now they will be facing on the 3-1 lobby, which definitely has some really strong players, especially Deku. I would say Deku kinda get unlucky by the extremely strong lobby yesterday. Got 5th place, but still that lobby was just full of rough players such as Kantan 07. It was a countdown lobby, and then everyone literally but got over 1 million points on the 3-mod-3 pick, which is the anti-mod. So definitely an extremely strong lobby yesterday, and unfortunately he just wasn't able to compete with some of the really good players in that lobby, such as DC, Miniature Lamp, Ranchi, and Kantan 07. So I mean, just a rough one for him. But in this lobby, he should be fine. Like, I do believe he's possibly gonna be top scoring almost every single map in the pool. And as his skill cap is just way higher than everyone else, so I do believe he's gonna be at least top scoring most of the score from each compared to most players. But the rest of the players, though, I do believe it's gonna be a really close matches. We do have some that played really well in some recent tournaments, such as Brown, Mist, and Jim, and Bewively. These 4 players, I would say, are definitely some very often tournament players, and they have been active in many GTS scenes around 2022, and they have definitely played more than 5 tournaments. And these players, I do believe, have some experience, are capable of playing some of these like harder pools, even some harder pools and such. So strong players on these field, and they may be more on the upper side of the lobby, but we still have some really newer players joining in, such as HD Enjoyer, Thai player. He played in IGTS recently. In last year, I do believe. He's definitely the lowest in terms of skill cap compared to the rest of the lobbies, though. And he did manage to get into this match, this 3-1 lobby. Let's see how he does. But I do believe he's gonna be a little bit skill cap, gonna be a little bit lower than the rest of the players. So we will see how he turns out. Maybe he will surprise us and actually beat up some of the players in this lobby. But getting top 4, though, which it's the requirements you need to advance, it's gonna be rough for him. We also have 2 more players on 2 level 4 players as well, which is Wopsong and Chrono L. And these two players are starting to join, I would say, the tournament scenes around last year. And Robson proved to have extremely high skill cap, so does Kono L. These two players, both I would say definitely more stream style of maintain. So some of these stream maps they maybe perform really well on, but on our first map, do not play Rick Source. It's not going to be a stream map. It's going to be a burst team map with 220 BPM, quite consistent throughout the entire way, and we already see many misses right out of the gate coming from Kono L, Warp Zones, and Brown, and also HD Enjoy. Actually, not HD Enjoy a miss, but Jim's going to be finding a break as well. Now, accuracy are actually really close compared to most of the players, but the score for now is definitely on Warp Zone side compared to other players on our board. And also HD Enjoyer dropping quite a lot in that pattern there. It's going to be making him now the lowest score, and he's keep missing. Now he's actually going to be the lowest score on the board by quite a large margin. He needs some catch up. Warpson finding a miss though, and that 1-6 to 1-4 to 1/3 there, catching up 4 players on our screen, but HD Enjoyer having a B for now. It might be the first player to tank a life here. If you don't know the rules of LMS Stage 0, you have 2 lives and you need to survive. You need to be the first 4 player to make it through the lobby, and HD Enjoyer so far is not having it, keep missing on the more denser patterns. We do see a few more misses from Kono L, Jim, and Warp Zone. These 3 players are also finding miss quite often, but it's not as much as HD Enjoyer, and HD Enjoyer being the having a, I would say rest of the player has at least 100,000 point buffer zone compared to HD Enjoyer. It's not enough for him to catch up. HD Enjoyer need to start building his accuracy and score. But even then, we're gonna look at the full combos. We still have 2 more on our screen, as expected from Deku, but so does Bewithley having a really high accuracy on his case as well. And these 2 are definitely proving to be 2 of the stronger players on our board. Oh, it's actually even 2 higher rank in this board as well, doing very well on number 1. Brown is right behind these 2 players on 99% with a couple of misses. Once again, the same 4 players are finding breaks: Kono L, Jim, Robson, and HD Enjoyer. But once again, HD Enjoyer, it's barely on the passing mark right now, and he's gonna be the first player to tank alive. 500,000 points, still not a bad score, but you can see his stamina is definitely running out. He's keep finding misses. Hopefully he's able to pass the map, but it's not looking likely with that very hard pattern, hard 1-6 chain over there. It's gonna make him drop down below the passing range. And if it wasn't obvious already, HD Enjoyer gonna be the player to lose his first life, and Deku finding a break at the end, meaning that no one will FC the map. Top scores are actually going to be Bewithley with only 2 breaks. A really good score coming up from him. 978k. Brown there, loosely following behind Deku and Bewithley on 930k, so that's miss. But now we be on to the accuracy map, and I would say this definitely changes a little bit more things. Number 1 being more like FC to, I won't say win to survive. Well, not in this lobby, of course, but more like miss less to survive maps. But this one is definitely not the case. Pioneer 4, we have seen this map quite a few times already. I mean, it's literally the second map to play, as long as there's no one. As long as there's no one did not show up the match, then this will be the second map to play. And this is 2L. As you expected, 2L, you hear a lot of 1/3, 1/4, and 1/5 as well. A lot of weird beat rhythms, but actually this one is a little bit more tame compared to most of his random AF snapping song. This one, it's mostly 1-4 at the start, it's just offbeats, but the 8.5 overall difficulty there is actually making players have a huge struggle to even act the map, and we already see Warp Zone missing a lot on the first stream patterns. If she enjoy it, it's actually not going to be the player dropping to the lowest score for now. He does find a miss, but he's still around 4,000 points. Actually, he's still 4,000 points above Warp Zone. I do believe Warp Zone actually overtake him. The number over there around 100,000 points. I can't see. Actually, that's a 4. Never mind. And Brown having his usual internet issues. That might be unfortunate because he desperately need to save up his life to make it through the next stage. Hopefully he does catch up later on, but for now we're gonna see both Warp Zones and actually Enjoyer finding a lot of accuracy troubles, and Warp Zone being the lowest score for now, missing another time again, and then SV they're gonna catch up both actually Enjoy and Warp Zone. Now these two players are definitely on the lower side, but with Brown not connecting to the Bancho, it's basically means that everyone else is gonna gain an extra buffer. But I do believe Brown he's gonna connect back soon. Deku finds a miss, so there's Miss and Jim. And now only 2 FCs left on the board, Chrono and Bewively, and both of them are gone. Chrono actually struggling quite a bit on that finisher session, dropping his score down to below Bewively in this case. Deku back on the top. Actually, it's not Deku, it's Jim actually on the top for now, but Deku is definitely right behind him. And once again, the lower score battle is between actually Enjoyer and Warp Zone, and both of these players are definitely having huge trouble on this map, dropping accuracy down below by quite a bit compared to everyone else. 100,000 points between Warp Zone and the third last place, but the most important thing is Brown's connection. Can he actually catch up back in time? Another huge train miss over there from HE Enjoyer. I think that's basically it. He'll be barely able to pass the map, but not able to beat out a singular player once again, and that meaning he will be losing 2 lives right out of the get-go and saying goodbye to the tournament. If Brown actually connects, we'll take a look at the MP link. I guess we are going to wait a little bit for Brown's progress. And if he does manage to connect to Bancho, I do believe he's able to beat out HG Enjoyer's score. He got 800k yesterday. But we're going to be waiting for his client. Top score of our lobby is actually going to be... Top score of our lobby is actually going to be Jim with 916k. Kind of surprising top score from him. Really good job. But Brown with this connection over there, I do believe he's actually going to be losing a life due to that. That's this connection. We'll wait for referee's decision. And will Brown able to join back? It should be rough if he doesn't join back, because meaning that we'll be skipping one more map as well. And if you guys have been catch up to the match feed on another matches on the loser bracket, third with IM22, Noko, Nuku, Mr. Miller, Dao, Miku Hatune Girl, Mash Potato, and Dinky, and it's going to be Dinky, Mashed Potato, Miku, and Dao being eliminated from the tournament. And the ones making it to finals weekend will be IM22, Noko BSF, Nuku, and Mr. Miller. Congratulations to you four to make it to the finals weekend, and you're gonna be and there's going to be a harder pool waiting for you to play. But yeah, we're gonna still be waiting for Brown a little bit, and let's see will he be alive. And confirmations from host, from Backfire, he did say if he came back and cannot provide a screenshot, then he will be losing a life. Oh, nope, his PC just died at 140 combo. Meaning that he will be losing his life. Unfortunately for Brown, but seems like his computer is just not there today with him. And it might be a big deal because he is definitely going to be a player who can make it through to next stage. You still have one more life, but he cannot make any more mistakes. And hopefully his PC also aren't making him troll even more. Not him purposely trolling, it's his PC purposely trolling. Sorry to hear that, but we are going to be continuous on to our next pick, which is going to be free mod 1, Elder Dragon Legend. And this is the comfy free mod pick. You should be able to put on a singular mod on this. 210 BPM mapped by Icon. And this map has, I would say, your nowadays farmable stream map. Has a lot of DDDK patterns in the stream, but after that it doesn't do like a 3 note 2 notes patterning. It does only like a 3 note 1 note patterning, and it's quite comfortable for players to handle some of these patterns with a mod especially. However, with this lobby being a loser bracket, I do believe we're gonna see a lot less mod on the pick like this, especially players like Jim already did not play with a mod yesterday. I do believe there's definitely some players also won't play with a mod, like Miss. I do believe he's gonna be avoid putting on any mods on the map like this. HD Enjoyer, I don't think his skill cap is able to play some of the Eastern map just yet. We will see he actually able to perform with Hidden though. Maybe team with the name Hidden Enjoyer means that he will perform better on Hidden, just like that one player we saw in 40 Taiko World Cup. I love Hidden. That player. When she puts on Hidden, she is infinitely better in terms of skill cap. So it might be the case for HD Enjoyer, as he also has the name HD in his name. Pretty unlikely, because usually I would say there's probably less than 30 people in the world who prefers Hidden over no mod, but we'll see. Maybe he'll be the secret new player who perform better with Hidden on. Wapsong is also back on the lobby. I do believe he's also gonna put on a Hidden mod like yesterday, and then so this Deku, and then briefly I do believe he's definitely able to put on a mod as well. So I would say, and so does Chrono L. I do believe Chrono L is also going to be in with a Hidden mod. The only Hard Rock is probably from Brown, maybe possibly from Mist, also with a Hard Rock mod on. These two players are definitely more capable in the Hard Rock category rather than the Hidden category, and they would not want to touch that Hidden pick. Touch that Hidden mod, not Hidden pick. Still waiting quite a bit. I have no idea what the players are doing in the lobby, but they are putting on the mod, preparing for the free mod 1. And we listened to the song once already, So I guess we're gonna repeat this zone again. Oh, we got more DCs. Deku's gone. Everyone is gone. We're gonna wait for a bit. Deku is saying restarting again. Not gonna lie, I actually forgot this mod this song actually has lyrics. It just sounds awkward. Deku is restarting. He is restarting his client. And I do believe the same could be said to Jim. Alright, we got Miss back in the lobby. And we got Deku. Now we're waiting for Jim. And you also got an invite. We are ready, boys. We got all the players in. We only listen to the song once, not twice, thankfully. And we are ready for the comfy stream map. Alright, into the map. They are not disconnect Mushrin, they just want to restart the game. Alright, we got so many no mods. I guess they are just that confident. Warp Zone with hidden hard rock on. I don't think that's the best idea, but okay, buddy. Especially if you're in a lobby that this being one of the more comfy maps, if you just can't hold some of these accuracy, hidden hard rock just not to play. This is not about getting best score, it's about getting not the lowest score. But Warp Zone may prove us wrong. And that's such a risky move. Actually, Enjoyer once again gonna be the one tanking on the lowest score for now. On 970k, around 30,000 points below everyone else. A huge knockback from actually Enjoyer. So does Warp Zone. It's gonna be a battle between these two players once again. But Warp Zone with the hidden hard rock mod on, he can definitely build his score, but he's dropping so many 100s. Brown also finds a miss, but he's 80,000 points above both actually Enjoyer and Warp Zone. It's not going to matter, and then Warp Zone still hitting 100s. Actually Enjoyer finds a miss on that session, so resetting combo is gonna be making him not able to come back from that mistake from Warp Zone. Another mistake from both of these players, and they are both on the same combo, but Warp Zone finding an extra one and dropping few more 100s is gonna let actually Enjoyer to come back. But unfortunately for actually Enjoyer, he missed on the last look before the calm session. He could have built such a nice combo and able to come back from this, but it just wasn't there. And Warp Zone being the second lowest score right now, being chased by actually Enjoyer, and another huge 100 being dropped by Warp Zone is gonna let actually Enjoyer overtake him. This is not the best play there, Warp Zone, my buddy. And then both players find to miss on that session. So does Jim, but Jim is not going to matter. Another huge chain of miss from Warp Zone. So does actually Enjoyer. 1-4 to 1-3 to 1-4 stream. Everyone else is holding on, but just Warp Zone actually Enjoyer missing again and again. And another chain misses from Warp Zone, and he knocked this time. This is the first time you see actually Enjoyer is in the lead by 10,000 points. Jim does find a miss, but once again it's not going to matter. And Bewithley is still holding on with a hidden FC, really good play from him, but another extra miss from Wobsong, and he completely is not luck, he gave up, oh, he realizes this shouldn't be the play, he gave up, okay, he came back, but damn, he just stopped playing for a second there, knowing that this is basically the end for chucking too much, and like I said, it's free mod, but you're able to know more in this case. Or just one mod. Why would you go for 2 mod? It's not about doing the best score, but instead it's about doing not the worst score, and sometimes these risks you just couldn't afford it, and that's going to be the life gone from Robson. On the last session over here, actually Enjoyer still missing quite a bit on that finisher session, but it's not going to matter. Robson did not play for 20 seconds over there. I don't know what happened to there. It looks like it's a gave up because he just stopped playing after missing a huge change, but it could be some real life issues happened to him. But that accuracy from Wobsong, you know, he just wasn't having a fun time with the hidden hard rock. And 4 FCs on our screen from Miss, Chrono L, and Deku. Really good accuracy from Deku, but he is overshadowed by Bewithley's hidden FC. Brown with basically 1 miss, hard rock, 99% as well. Very good score from him. But now we're gonna be on to the speed map, and things have changed. We have 3 players who lost their first life: Wobsong, HG Enjoyer, and Brown. Now onto a speed map. I would say definitely something that Wobsong's more favorite towards on a map like this. So does Mist, but I don't think Mist is on in danger to get eliminated for now. Brown's also quite a decent speed player, unless he passes his speed range, which this map, this 300 BPM map, does pass his speed cap a little bit, but I do believe due to the map being quite comfortable, he should be able to hold on a pick like this. Rest of the 4 players should... Actually, I'm not too sure about Jim. Jim maybe have quite a bit of... He has quite a bit of struggle yesterday on this map as well, and he might be once again having a lot of misses again on this map. However, this time the lobby he's playing with is definitely weaker than yesterday's Venus Rackets lobby, and with some, and it's also HG Enjoyer. I am not too sure can he actually handle this map. 300 BPM after all. We'll see how he performs, but IGTS is definitely a lot easier than a 7-star 300 BPM map. And Jim is saying that it's too late for him to play well. We'll see. At least you actually game on the last map. You almost FC'd, so this is at least it's not bad. You were not the lowest score, and that's all that matters. Alright, we'll be into no more free. What is happening? Ender's clan is dying. This is the first time I've ever seen... Oh, it's because Deku is on another map. Yeah, we need to panic. Deku was on free mod 1. I did not see that. Alright, there we go. It should be working out fine. Alright, we missed the 20 seconds, but it's not going to matter. You can see the score as players slowly loads up. And we already see one player having 200,000 points below everyone else. HG Enjoy is not having a fun time on this map. Yeah, sometimes if you get skill capped, this is just the end result. Nothing you can do. Unfortunate for HG Enjoyer, but he is going to be leaving the tournament for real this time. 3 mod 2, Brown disconnected. Makes him able to have a chance on the 3 mod pick with Wobsong putting on 2 mods. But sadly, sometimes you can... sadly, his tournament run is over on the Stellar B No More Free speed map. Everyone else is doing quite well, but only Deku holds on that part. That's a rough session over there. And Alright, that's a map. That's quick. It's a sprint. And you cannot chill now in the map like this. Jim did not perform extremely well on this map, but this time he has HC Enjoyer below him, so he's not going to be losing a life, but HC Enjoyer is going to be leaving this tournament. I mean, despite you are I would say 2000 rank IGT, I've only seen you play IGTS, but make it through to the semifinals as 5000 rank and actually show up to matches. Definitely a big props to you. And hopefully in this tournament, we're gonna be saying goodbye to HG Enjoyer. And now, with HG Enjoyer's exit, we are going to be on to the No More 4. And it's going to be the Steam map. Stream! The map featured in 4-digit Taiko World Cup. And this map is rough on the last session. There is a huge unfarmable pattern offhand stream in the last chorus. And it's so easy to completely lock in that session. With players that I would say on even Steven outside of Deku, who is personally to be definitely the best player in the lobby by quite a bit. Other than that, I would say the rest of the 6 players are definitely really close. And on a map like this, where you can completely lock a stream and say goodbye to your score, like what happened to Kuren yesterday, could be crucial to lose a life, and you don't want to lose a life on a map like this if you cannot play Gimmick, because we still have the Gimmick map to come, and that one's gonna be a festival. So far with some SV, you still see quite a bit of double S, Deku, and Brown still holding on the double S. 3-1 just from everyone else. Wapsong down to 98%, so does Jim, being the 2 lowest score for now, as this map is still OD 7.3. Not the highest OD, but still rough to get a good accuracy sometimes. First stream, this is the comfy stream, the farmable stream. You should not miss on that. But Chrono L going to be the first one to find a drop. It's going to be finding a second drop. So does Brown. A huge miss from Brown with a little bit harder pattern there, not farming pattern on that session. But still, most of these maps these streams are quite farmable, and that Mono is going to make miss. And he finds a huge knock as well. Wapsong also finds a break. Chrono L and Brown has a chance to recover, and now Chrono L is beating. It's still the lowest score for now, but he's in the battle. But he misses on nothing. Oh, you should not miss on that part. That miss from Chrono L, it's a mistake, could not have been made. And now he's back to such an unfavorable situations where everyone else is wheeling back up to combo cap, and he's the only one on the 100 combo mark. 200 now, but still losing the combo bonus. It's not good, especially this map is a knock lock festival map. He needs some player to knock lock later on the map. We still have 50% of the map left, 1,000 more combo to go, and the second half of the map is definitely harder. We can see a huge knock lock and forcing some players to completely drop out their score and takes Chrono L's bullet. And we'll be on to the first one. Jim gonna be first one to find a break, but that's a small one. It's not gonna be matter. It's not gonna be a huge problem for him just yet. So does Brown, but his accuracy is so high. Also not going to be mattering the lowest position, but both of those players found a huge drop with this, and Brown could not hold back, and that mono chain there gonna make Chrono L also finding a knock block. He could not recovering. It's now Brown and Chrono L's battle on last place. Robson is trying to run away. He got 507. He got around 10,000 points above Chrono L, but his accuracy is not helping him. Chrono L is trying to catch up. If he finds a break as well. Onto the hot stream. Miss finds a miss. Chrono L finding another one, and it's a big one. He missed. He is not locking. He's dropping his score down to 590k, and his score just got wrecked on that. His score just got wrecked on that stream. Unfortunate, and this is one of the hardest feature of Tycho, not locking on the stream. He's going to be finding another lock. It's not. He's unable to come back, because it's going to be the end of the map. Deku absolutely have no problem on this pick, as expected, being the best player in this lobby in terms of rank, but I would say also in terms of skill. Look at him go, a Taiko World Cup player. Fascinating for him to hit these streams, and Chrono L missing another time over there on the end of the stream, meaning him going to be taking the bullet on reflected wings, dropping life in this map. Everyone else's score is actually quite strong. We did not see a gigantic lock on this map. Outside of that one chain of misses from Brown and Chrono L. But Brown actually managed to get the third highest score. Briefly is following behind Deku on also 900k, but third place could be Brown, like I said. Now we're gonna be transition a little bit though. We played something that it's streamy. We're gonna be back onto your old time farming maps. Oh yeah, it's the 2017 farm map. I don't think I'm going to intro this map. I think most players in the chat should know what this map has. And this map has this map is actually taking a hit to quite a number of players. This map is actually quite favored towards rolling players, I would say. If you are rolling 1/6 player, this map is actually quite comfy. But putting on a mod could be quite challenging. However, I do believe some of these players on our screen definitely able to accept the challenge. But we saw what happened to Warp Zone on the free mod 1. You might don't want to mod this. I think some players on this lobby is definitely not going to try to mod this map due to being safe options. If you are able to get average 960k with no mod, I'm pretty sure you won't lose a life here. Not even 960k, but probably like 930k already. You won't lose a life even with no mod. So I do believe we're gonna see a lot more, even more no mod than free mod 1 this time. Brown yesterday put on the hard rock, completely did not work out for him. So I do believe he's gonna be sticking with the no mod this time. But I would say Brown weakness is kind of like these type of maps. So it's actually Brown is actually quite dangerous on a map like this. We're actually going to be seeing everyone with no mod. No one's gonna put on the mod. I mean, makes sense. You are not in a top level lobby. Might as well just put no mod for the safety. Especially this match has quite a bit of no mod players such as Jim and Mist. These two are definitely what I would call no mod players. You're gonna see more 1/6 and 1/8 action on this map compared to flat out stream. And the first 1/6 there, catch up Briefly. Not gonna be the real deal, but he's gonna be in disadvantage at the start of the map, missing on places that you should hit every single time you play the map. But I mean, nerves happens. it's not going to be a huge deal anyway. I do believe we're going to see misses outside of that one. Well, we do see Deku missing on completely nothing. So that's going to be the second miss on there. But his accuracy is so high, so it's not going to matter. And the hot pot comes in, instantly bites out Chrono L and Brown. Jim also finds a huge chain of miss, but Chrono L could not play this part at all. Could not. Some of the newer players definitely not able to hit these older type of map patterns. Chrono L struggles on that part. So does Brown, but Brown missed a lot less than Chrono L, and Chrono L will be around 30,000 points below both Jim and Brown for just a second here. Still FC from both Miss and Warp Zone. Very good play from them so far. And they don't need to worry about losing a life right here. Now technically you lost a 60,000 points, 80,000 points lead if you're not paying attention on the hard part, but we are far from the hard part just yet. There's gonna be a second diff spike in just a second there, in just right after the slow sessions. But Brown gonna miss before that, so does Warp Zone. And Deku and Bewithley missing on the last note of that 161-4 pattern. Unfortunate. Miss being the only FCs left, and we'll be seeing everyone's scores in the break. That could actually have the top score despite missing twice. His accuracy is just too good. Now we're on to the hot part again. It's Chrono Els and Brown time to shine back. This time Chrono and Brown are doing just fine, but Bewithley tanks a lot of score there. Actually going to be the lowest score for now. Jim also finds a break. Everyone finds a break. Only Brown is holding on in the session. He's going off. Deku, Jim, Bewithley. What the miss? Over the miss last session. The last session, first diff spike session. The two players that missed a lot on that were not missing at all this time. Brown and Chrono L doing huge and save them from being eliminated. The Bewithley though now being the next player, and there's no more extremely hot pots left on the map, and he's around 50,000 points below Warp Zone. It's gonna be losing a life on Free Mod 2. What a change of events over there on the second diff spike. Very, very interesting. And what a turn of events. That's super interesting. Now we have 4 players who are on the edge of being eliminated. Brown, Warp Zone, Chrono L, and Bewithley all losing a life, but now onto something that is completely different than what we have seen. It's going to be the gimmick map Geo Talk, mapped by CA08, or now known as Miyagishima. He has been testing out gimmick maps quite a bit, and this is a very cool map made by him. I would say the hardest part is definitely the transition to the bar line patterning stream at the start. If you did not prepare, you could completely look and lose so many scores. There's also a bit of more practice heavy part, like the finisher that jumps in with a bar line on the slow SV session. I'm also KDDK, by the way, and alright, into the map. Alright, that's the first not to hit. Alright, first stream, already huge rank of misses from Deku. Jim, miss, Chrono L, Brown, be with me, no one is holding on. Oh my god, this is a change of an event, but Deku, it's not locking on that stream completely, and he's 100,000, he's 80,000 points below everyone else. Top score for now is actually Brown and Jim prepared on this map. Brown finds a miss on this SV session. He misses again. It's not gonna be mattering as he's doubling Deku's score for now. But Deku has the combo to come back. That's one of the worst knock lock we see so far. Into the break, everyone sees. We might see a tiebreaker at the end. Jim also missed, but his score is so high compared to everyone else. Now into the bar line finisher slow SV part. Everyone holds on. A miss from Jim as well. Into the cool bar line gimmick part. You don't need to hit anything there, but sometimes as a player, when you see so many bar line change on your screen, you just spam. Mono burst there, gonna catch up Chrono Output and be Weasley, but Deku needs a huge knocklock from some player for now. He's ready, he is there to take back. He still have Trent. He is slowly closing the gap between him and Chrono L. Chrono L could not hold on this session. Now down to 40,000 points difference between Chrono L and Deku. Deku is right behind Chrono L. He needs it. Chrono L needs to stay on if he wants Deku to lose alive. It's only 10,000 point difference, but Deku has 1,000 combo and Chrono L is only on 100 combo. Could Deku possibly bring this back? Seems like he's not going to. Deku, it's going to be losing alive on this map. Wow. What are the turn of an event? Again. No. Now there's 5 players who are on the edge of eliminated. Only Jim and Miss has 2 lives. And Miss actually top scoring that map. It's a huge surprise to me. I don't know Miss as a gimmick player, but damn, he improved a lot. But once again, we're gonna go back to something that's more Deku style. Yesterday, he FC'd this map with ease. Akira Memashita. Song by 77. Map by IDK, 260 BPM, and this map has a lot of snapping changes. Unlike 2L, which 2L this time is just polyrhythm, this one has a lot more 1/3, 1/4, and bursts that players need to look out for. Definitely one map that requires a bit higher skill cap compared to older maps. And I don't think Miss is going to be losing alive here. This is his type of map. Actually, I don't know, it's Miss going to lose alive, honestly. Looking at the rest of the maps, I think he can definitely beat out any player on the map. We might not see a tiebreaker. I'm sorry, Backfire. We'll see can Jim bring this on. Alright, first patterning. Instantly catch up Be Wiffly and miss. Jim with a huge miss. I know Jim is not a type of player who is comfortable at these sort of maps. Especially those finisher, he's gonna be missing again. The snapping change gonna catch up Brown. Finisher gonna catch up Kono L, and Kono L having the chain misses down to James' score. And the right side, all right 4 players all finding misses. Jim has a huge knock lock. So does Warp Zone, finding 2 misses over there in their session. Brown finding a miss. Everyone finds a miss. No one has any combo outside of miss 170. He's a top combo for now, despite the first and the final break. Everyone else finding misses left and right. And the lowest score battling, it's between Jim and Chrono L. Might be the first map that Jim loses alive. And if we do want to see a tiebreaker, we just need Miss to lose alive. However, I think Miss losing alive, it's quite hard, honestly. Checking the rest of the maps left. Yeah, just what I think, Backfire. But I might be wrong. Kono L missing on a place he should not missing. He should not be missing. So does Jim. Nerves are between these two players. Only 100,000, 10,000 points different between these two. I think that's a bancho miss from Jim. Not a big one. Even if it's an actual miss, this one is an actual miss though. Now the lead is going further between Kono L and Jim. Another huge chain of burst there. Kono L lock. So does Jim. Everyone else is slowly stabling. Kono L and Jim also finding a chain miss, but Jim's misses are way bigger this time. That's it. Jim is losing alive. What Backfire said there. Only miss. Holds on 2 lives. And I think this is going to be the first map we saw someone get eliminated. Translucent Mental Dialysis. A song by Termina. And it's a metal song. It's a free mod pick, but I don't think anyone is putting on a mod. Actually, Brown would put on a mod. This is a type of a map that Brown is a lot more comfortable at with Hard Rock mod on, because there's way less 1-6 and it just streams and speed, and Brown definitely could handle some of these patterns. And I would say this map is definitely a bit easier on Hard Rock. Despite the SV goes up so high, the slow session on this map with Hidden are just rough to play. And Deku could also be putting on Hidden. Yesterday he got over 1 million score on Hidden. And I don't think he want to risk. Actually, I'm not too sure if he actually risked with Hidden, because the map with Hidden is it's really rough. But I'm pretty sure Brown would just put on the Hard Rock on. This is easily hiddenable, according to Miller. And is asking him. We'll see if anyone actually puts on a Hidden. But with Nerf, this might be rough. There we go. Yep, Brown puts on a Hard Rock mod on, as expected. They really going to be putting on Hidden. That's a surprising side of things to change. Oh no, Deku. Oh, he did not prepare that. Oh, that's a huge miss from Deku right out the gate. But Jim also finding a chain miss there. So does Miss. So far, right out the gate, lower score for now being Jim. And Deku is slightly above him, but Robson is dropping so many 100s that he is on the same 100s. He's on the same score level as Jim and Deku. And top score for now are definitely Brown with his Hard Rock mod on. Completely, like I said before, he's just comfortable at these type of maps. No trouble at all. Be Riffley falling behind him. Doing really good job so far with that hidden as well, but the slow session might caught him a bit. Chrono L with the no more FC, being the third place for now. And as things has actually stabilized, Miss is around the same level as Deku and Warpsong and Jim. But that look lock of Chain Miss is from Jim! A huge look lock from Jim! That might be it from Jim! Oh, Jim could not recover, and he's 100,000 points behind everyone else suddenly. And that might be it. On to the slow session. Be Riffley holding on with the hidden pick, but again, I don't think it's mattering at all. We need someone to drop in the stream completely, just not looking like it. And Brown still with a really good score on Hard Rock. No trouble at this map. That song is so good, by the way. Backfire. I love it. And on to the break. As the song gets more tame for 20 seconds, everyone will see the score. Jim with the lowest score so far. 1 foot out of the tournament. He needs a miracle. He needs someone to completely break down on this session here. Forgot how to play Taiko. This part is quite rough though. Miss going to be the first one to find the drop. Jim is slowly building back up, but his score is just so far away compared to the rest of the players. He needs more help from Jim, from either Warpsong, Deku, Miss, or Chrono L. But it's not looking like it. Last part. Might be over already. A mess from B. Riffley. Not gonna matter, as no one finds a look lock. And Brown just gonna top score the map with Hard Rock mod on. As expected, completely comfortable on a map like this. Not over 1 million score though, but still a really good Hard Rock score from Brown. However, we see the result screen, we see 6 A's and 1 B, and you know what happened in this map. Jim gonna be leaving the tournament. What a change of events, but unfortunate for him to lose 2 lives right in a row. And he's gonna be saying goodbye to the LMS Stage 0. 7th place in the 3-1 lobby. And this is the first time that we get through this map. So we're gonna see more, not the first time, but first time on stream, on match that I cast, actually get past through Frame Mod 2. So my apologies, Frame Mod 3. So we're gonna get into some more new maps. Sheikunetsu Part 2 Long Train Running. And this is a 1-6 map. And Brown is not having a fun time on this. Actually, so does Chrono L. Maybe also with more players. This is basically a similar mapping style to Free Mod 2. You don't need to put on the mod, and the SW is quicker. And the SW is quite quick for this BPM. And we see Backfire mod abuse Miller, with Miller getting unfortunate sickness yesterday, couldn't able to play in the match. So we all hope Miller have a night, stay safe, and doesn't get any more sick. Alright, into the map, and hello Jim, you'll be in for a match. We need a panic ender. Be with Lee want to play the Mato zone again. He doesn't want to play 1-6. Ender, are you here, Ender? Ender, it's not here. It's over. There we go. He's back. He's back. Nice. Just in time. We're gonna see Shikunetsu, the 1-6 map. Ouch. My ears Wobsong. Alright, we're gonna get into 1-6 one now. This one is gonna be rough for Chrono and Brown. I know these two players are not the type of players who can handle these maps quite well. Bewithley is destroying this map despite he want to play 3-3 for just another time over there. Still holding on the FC. Really good score from him so far. A huge chain of misses from both Brown and Chrono L. Definitely the two lowest scores on our board. And a miss from Bewithley. Sadly, the full combo is gone. We'll let Deku slowly overtake his top score. Actually, no, I missed Wobsong. Wobsong back on track. Popping off on this map. Top score for now. Brown also actually catch up to Chrono L due to the accuracy. And now, I do believe all our eyes are on those two players, Brown and Chrono L, who will survive the monstrosity of the Shakunetsu Part 2. And oh no. Someone is lagging. I think Brown is lagging. Oh no, Brown. Not in a time like this. Okay, he's back. Wobson once again trying to kill our ears. Into the last part of the map. Who's gonna take the W? Can Brown reach 690k? He's so close! He's only 200,000 points left. Could he possibly do it on the last part? He misses on the last part, but he is able to make it through the 690,000 points. He is going to beat out Chrono L by a hair on the solo showdown on Shikunetsu. And he's gonna be surviving one more map, at least. And it's all eyes on Miss. Can we see the tiebreaker? If Miss does find a break on this map, does find a life loss on the next map, we're going to see the tiebreaker. But unfortunate for Chrono L, he's going to be eliminated in the tournament on the 3-1 lobby as 6th place. On to Supernova. Rhea versus Tanso. A map by Uone. And what an amazing map this is. I love this map. This is just a top tier made map. This map, I would say, is basically everything. Rough to play, high skill cap, and it's a Uone on a 6.7 star map. What can you expect? With SV and such, it's gonna be a huge challenge to all of these players. Can we see Miss Lost alive? Or we're not going to see a tiebreaker and see either Wobsong, Deku, Bewithley, or Brown 918 to lose a life on the Supernova. And we'll be starting on possibly the last map of the match. The destiny of these players making it to the finals weekend, all based on this map. No mod 8. Supernova. First modern chain of miss. Missed this final break as we catch up Bewithley. Oh yeah, it's a Wone map. That means it's gonna be mono heavy. I forgot this was actually quite mono heavy. And we see Miss find a miss. He finds a miss again. He is actually a lower score so far. The tiebreaker dream is so far true. Another chain of misses from both Miss and Brown. Briefly also trading one as well. Lower score really close. Everyone except Deku is on the lower score range. Wobson with a 93% FC. It's all the reason why he's in the lower score. 10,000 points difference between both Briefly and Miss. And the miss from Brown. It's gonna make Brown score tank to Briefly's level. Gonna get into some SV offbeat session. Now this part you should be building on combo, but the offhand patterns it's easy to misread. That 1-6, no one finds a break. Wobsong is also slowly building back up his accuracy down to not down to but above 95%. Mono burst, no one finds a break. 50% map left. Alright, into the last part. Miss is still the lower score. Backfire words might be true. I might be looking like a fool. But no one else finds a miss. Not a SV. No one finds a miss. Brown Miss is slowly closing his gap between Briefly due to the accuracy drop. It's actually the Cynthia on the same 10,000 points. A miss from Brown is gonna make him to the lowest point. He needs someone else to find a break. If he wants to see a tiebreaker, Brown needs to hold on his accuracy and combo, and he wants someone else to find Miss. But seems like he will be barely able to beat Miss on the last session. We're going to see the tiebreaker. Oh my god! FC from both Deku and Wobsong. Wait, Wobsong's score is 100 points above Miss. His FC saved him. Oh my god. I did not see that. All my eyes are focusing on Brown and Miss the last part and Briefly and did not look at the last other players, and Wobsong FC saved his ass. But we are going to be heading onto Snore, or I don't know how you pronounce it, a From's map made by Genjuro. And 7-star map and an 8-minute map for players to handle. And I'm gonna say I did not expect this match to head into such a state that we're gonna see a tiebreaker. Especially, I did not expect both Miss and Deku will lose alive, but it did happen. And I'm looked like a fool. And I'm sorry, Backfire, you were correct. I am the fool. But who's gonna take this point though? This map by Genjuro, 7.67 maps star. It has multiple BPM. It starts off very slow, mostly on slow SV, and then we'll be heading into streams with weird snappings, like I would say around the 7-7 and the 7-7 and the 2L style of snapping changes, and then the map is gonna get more denser at higher BPM, and at last the beat map will be onto a completely stamina map, and 8 minutes, and the ending might make players tired at this map, and this map doesn't have many FCs. It has an FC from Misiki Fanboy with Hidden. Top score of the leaderboard, and we have no more FCs from Josh Eco, Peepus, or known as SNZ round, Niner, and just a leaf, only 5 FC on the board. So if you FC this in the match, it will be extremely impressive. I think I'm not too sure who I prefer in this map, honestly. To me, I would say I think the players eliminated will be Brown or Rob Song, I would say. To me, I would say the predictions between these two players. I think the other three could handle this map just fine. The slow SV is gonna make Rob Song and miss, possibly dropping their accuracy quite a bit. Like these some weird snapping sessions. But we're gonna see a lot more misses than just this. Miss gonna be finding another chain miss. But that start is rough to players who couldn't read snow. A lot of misses from Miss, Beverly, and Brown at the start. But this map is 9 minutes long. And with the map being 9 minutes, could be anyone's game. Only the start. But so far, Miss having the lowest score due to slow SV and mono burst. Still very tame, but a tame for me. But with the map, it's gonna get harder. Gonna get into SV. A little bit of a gimmick SV. FCs from both Deku and Wobsong so far. Lower score being missed for now. But I do believe as the map goes on, it will be benefit Miss a little bit more. Alright, first stamina session. You can see more bursts, some KD streams, and weird snappings. Accuracy is gonna be the key after this part. Alright. Break time. To me, I still believe Wobsong and Brown will be possibly one of the two to go out. I think I do believe Miss should be able to handle this map as well. So does Beverly. But honestly, to me, it's all everyone's game. I do believe Deku should be fine on this map. To me, he's one of the more safer options to advance to the next stage. As we do see, he's still got a FC 1000 combo. So does Wobsong. Wobsong with a little bit lower accuracy, slowly making through to the higher score compared to everyone else due to his accuracy finally pays off. Miss finding a miss on the slow session, yeah, trip up his score a little bit. Brown also reached to a 1000 combo. We're gonna get into more 1-6 stream. This is where the part gets hard. If snapping changes stream, could be easy for players to find a drop. There's some patterns that are also not the most comfortable. 1-4-1-6 1-6-1-4 ever. Brown finds a miss, and on the one offhand 1-6 as well. Hard chain of pattern. Brown finds a huge chain of miss, slowly dropping down to below miss level. But Miss also going to be trading back a miss as well. So does Brown. Beverly also finds a miss. Wobsong is performing out of his mind, still absing the map with Deku. What a crazy performance from him. Deku finds a misses. Wobsong holding on a full combo. He also found a chain of misses. So does Brown, but Brown misses a lot in the snapping change section. The tech is just too much for him. And now he's below miss by 30,000 points. Another gigantic misses on there. 30,000, 40,000 points difference between Miss and Brown. It's the first time we see an actual significant score difference. And if the disconnect did not happen to Brown, what would happen? The matchup, the fate would have changed. I don't think we'll see a tiebreaker if that's the case. I do believe he's still gonna be losing a lot because you cannot expect someone else DC, and because if Hidden Enjoyer goes out earlier, Wobsong would not lose a life on the free mod, I do assume. So this Jim will be out earlier, yada yada, such stuff like that. But yeah. Alright. Bit more patterning. The Kocha Brown. The music is there, it's just a quiet song, 4-4. Alright, another chain of pattern. Still far from over just yet. A miss. Definitely on his chance to take it back. And my god, my ear on this part. Why? Why do you do this, Ender? Oh my god. Alright, 4-4. I'm sure you can hear something right now. Mono purse. No one finds a miss. And once again, Brown being the only person not on 3-digit combo. Slowly looking like he is going to be saying exits in the tournament. Wobsong missing, dropping a lot of accuracy on this part due to the slow SV as well. Now the chain of pattern. Deku, Bivifly, Brown all finding miss. We still have 25% of the map left, but it could be over. The map does get denser though after the spinner. And now we be on to speed. Yep, he might be dead. This part definitely benefits a little bit more, but he finds the miss. No, Wobsong! Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, Deku is back. Onto more chain of patterns. Last part, some more 1-6, Deku does find the miss. Mono Burst, he's gonna be finding another misses. More stream and everyone's slowly catching back up, but it does seems like Brown is not gonna make it through to the winners, to the loser bracket finals weekend, as his score is still 60,000 points with a little miss, and the song is slowly winding down. We have one more chain of stream though, but I don't think anyone would not lock this part. With depends on the Brown finding a huge chain of miss, and larger the difference between him and miss. Wobsong also found a huge chain of miss as well, but Brown just doesn't have any score to come back from this, and he is almost 100,000 points below miss, and that's going to be the end of the 3-1 lobby loser brackets or LMS stage 0. And congratulations to Miss, Deku, Wobsong, and Bivifly to make it to the finals weekend. Brown is going to be saying goodbye, and he's going to be left behind on the Thrums map as the last player to exit the 3-1 lobby. And that's what a crazy RMS match. This is the first time I've ever experienced a tiebreaker in a live situation, and has been such a fun one. But that's going to be the end of the matches. Unfortunate to HG Enjoyer, Chrono L, Brown, and Jim. They will be leaving the tournament in the semi-finals weekend, and the one advancing to the finals weekend is going to be the 4 names on our screen: Wobsong, Deku, Bewithley, and Miss. Congratulations to them. And my name is Yongin. What a fun match to watch. Thanks for Ender for streaming this match. It's definitely a pleasure to be able to commentate this match for me, and such a good one. Very tight maps, especially the Uone map was decided by 100 points. Chat, we decided tiebreaker by 100. The tiebreaker was decided, not the tiebreaker was decided, the map before the tiebreaker was decided by 100 points. What an interesting one. And crazy one indeed. And that's all from us. We do have more matches coming up next. I do believe we're gonna still see more lobbies, which is going to be one happening right now, or 18 UTC. I hope I'm not wrong. But Backfire will correct me on chat if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's going to be all from us for now. And if we do have a match, see you guys in an hour. And hope you enjoy LMS, and definitely follow the channel if you want to see more detail of LMS content, or even more Taiko matches for another tournament and stuff. We might see more this year on OC Taiko Live. Thanks all y'all for watching, and see you all later. Goodbye.